So today I'll be going through my filmmaking setup, covering the rig, the cameras and the lenses I use both for my YouTube episodes and my professional work. As for the cameras I use, it's the Fujifilm X-H2S and the X-T5, which is filming this episode. Now, neither of these cameras are specialized video cameras in the way a Sony FX3 is, but I've been using Fujifilm for so many years at this point that I'd rather stick with what I know. And to be fair, the X-H2S is actually a pretty good video camera, and the X-T5 shares many of the features that the X-H2S has. Now, it's not to say these are perfect for video, and maybe down the line, as I get more and more into video and doing video for professional work, I will consider going for a different camera. But so far, I haven't really hit any limitations with the X-H2S, and I've been really happy with the footage I've been getting with it. So next up, I'm going to talk about the rig, which is this cage around the camera. And this also brings me on to today's sponsor, Smallrig. Now, in the lead up to this episode, I reached out to Smallrig as I felt like it would be a natural sponsor for this episode. With that said, the majority of the parts here I brought with my own money over the years, but just to be completely transparent, Smallrig did send a couple tripods and batteries and lights for me to test out as well. Now, there are a couple of reasons why I use a rig on my cameras. Firstly, as most of the filming I do is handheld, it helps me stabilize the camera. Secondly, it allows me to easily attach things like monitors, audio receivers and microphones. Finally, this rig gives me a lot of flexibility depending on what type of shoot I'm doing. If I need to capture things that are vertical, it's really easy for me to just move this top handle to the side and capture everything in vertical mode while being able to view everything on a larger monitor. Also worth noting, you can pretty much use this build with any camera as long as you buy the right cage for the camera you're using. And finally, for all the parts in this build, I will have the links to them in the description down below. I know Smallrig have lots of different parts, so it can get pretty confusing. So if you want to build this exact build, I will have the links in the description below. Alright, so to start this off, I have the Smallrig cage around the camera. This one is specifically designed for the X-H2S. They also have a lower profile version of this for those of you who want more of a minimal build. So to this cage, I attach a NATO rail at the top. This allows me to easily attach and detach the top handle, which I'm going to show you shortly. At the bottom here, I have a base plate, which can easily be attached to tripods. And this also allows me to easily attach and detach it from the rest of the rig. It's also worth noting, with this build, I always have access to both the memory cards and the battery compartment at the bottom. Next up, I have this side handle here on the left. The side handle just helps me stabilize the footage. It has a hot shoe on the top, so if I want to attach things like microphones or any other accessory, I can do it there. And it also allows me to carry this whole build around one-handed while I'm on set. So next up is the top handle. The one I use has a button so that I can start and stop recording. Onto the front of this handle, I have a monitor attachment. This monitor attachment allows me to both rotate and adjust the angle of the external monitor. External monitors in general are just helpful on set when it comes to showing your client what you're working on. Secondly, when I'm recording myself for YouTube episodes, very helpful as I have a larger monitor and it makes it much easier to frame up my shots. Now the monitor I'm currently using is the Atomos Ninja 5. Now there's a couple of advantages to using this. Firstly, it doubles up as an external recorder. So whenever I film footage on my X-H2S, it records it both onto the CF Express card inside and also onto this hard drive at the back of the monitor. So that serves as a backup when filming. The external monitor is also helpful on set when it comes to showing your client what you filmed. It's much easier to show what you filmed on a larger monitor like this than it is on the back of your camera on the small LCD screen. Now at the back here, I have the Tashcam audio receiver. So if I'm recording high quality audio with an XLR cable, I can plug it in directly into this device. I actually prefer having it directly attached to the hot shoe of my X-H2S because it allows me to record the audio directly onto the video footage without any cables. Now the base plate at the bottom of this cage attaches to this quick release plate, and as I said earlier, this allows me to quickly attach and detach the cage part to the rest of the rig. The quick release plate is attached to a base plate with 2 rods. Now these rods allow you to attach different accessories to them, and down the line, if I'm using heavier, larger Cine lenses, I can use these rods to help support those lenses too. Now the V plate at the back allows me to attach the Smallrig batteries to it. All I have to do is slide the battery into the back, and then I can connect this battery to all the accessories and the camera itself. So I can pretty much power the entire rig off the back of this battery here. And if this runs out of battery, all I have to do is slide it off and then slide a new one on, and I'm good to go. So this battery has inputs for USB-A, USB-C, 12 volts in, 8 volts in. It also has D-tap inputs. So it should have you covered for almost all accessories you're attaching to your camera. So this is the filmmaking rig I use for the majority of my shoots. It's customizable and flexible, and also it doesn't hinder any of my access to things like the memory card slots and the battery compartment at the bottom. As for the lenses I use for my filmmaking, currently it's a mixture of the Fujifilm primes and Sigma zoom lenses. Now, over the last couple of weeks, I've actually been testing out a couple different Cine lens systems, and I will get into this in a bit more detail in a later episode. But for the time being, it's been this 56 1.2, the 35 1.4, and the 23 f2. And then with Sigma, it's been the 18-50, and more recently, the 17-40. So that is pretty much my setup for the filmmaking I do. If you have any questions about the rig or anything I'm using, drop those in the comments below, and I will do my best to get back to you. Also, I will have the links to all the components of this rig in the description below, so if you want to repeat the rig, you can do so by using those links. A huge thanks for watching this, and I will catch you in the next one.